Hey, welcome to my channel. I will be talking about how I chose my surgeon and what happened before and after my surgery and what I didn't know and what you should expect and what, if you're considering getting a breast augmentation, these are the things that you should expect that will happen. So here it is. I originally went to 3 surgeons. The first one I paid for consultation, and he was one of the best surgeons apparently in my area. So I got friends referral and I researched him and he seemed really good. When I got there, he was really pushing to get a lift. He wanted me to get a lift and that would give me the perkiness that I needed. And I'm really happy. Like, I didn't feel comfortable with him. I feel like he was one of those doctors that really pushed towards his idea of how I should look, and he pushed me towards silicone. He didn't want me to have saline. He pretty much bet me his car that my mother had silicone implants and not saline. Okay, let me tell you, I know what my mom has, and I think I know what my mom bought. So my mother actually got saline. She's had no problem with her breasts in a saline for 27 years now. So she got a boob job after 2 years after having me. They weren't looking the same anymore. She wanted them back, you know, how she had them, bigger, fuller. So first doctor was rolled out. Second doctor was a free consultation, and pretty much I really liked him. He was really nice. I think he's been doing that for a couple of years. I had a good bond with him. I think the only thing that kind of scared me was that I don't know, you pay for what you get for. So I personally want to pay for a consultation. I just feel like if a doctor is at that point that they're charging clients for his time to get a consultation, then that says something. So anyways, I liked him though. The price was really affordable. It was the cheapest out of all 3, but there's also a reason why. So third one, I got friends that referred me to him. Pretty much he was beyond like all my expectations. I felt so comfortable. I felt connected with this doctor. He showed me around. He was the first doctor didn't make me try any implants on, which I thought was really weird. He was just like going based on like pictures and stuff. He was pretty much a dick. So second made me like feel them, but the second doctor didn't have the salines that I wanted. So that was another decision why I didn't go with him. He had pretty much like the original saline, and then he had the silicones, gummy bears. So the third doctor, which is the one that I picked, he had a triple wrapped saline, which felt the same as gummy bears, and it had like this kind of like rough texture on the outside. So when you held the bag, it kept its shape compared to regular saline. So that's what I pretty much went with, and I'm really happy with my results. I was originally so terrified. I Googled pictures on the internet, like day of my surgery, and like, you know, what can go wrong. I was terrified. I really think like that's normal if that's how you're feeling right now, and you're like, I also looked at YouTube channels, you know, like experiences, but my experience was really good. I think if you pick a good doctor and you feel comfortable with, you've seen their work. I also looked at, a major thing was like the scarring. That was a huge factor for me. I wanted to see how small the scar was compared to also saline. They can do a much smaller cut than silicone already comes filled up, so they have to have a much bigger cut than saline. They put the bag in you and then they fill it up, and it's nice because they can fill it up to however you want. I actually got 466 in this one and then 450 in this one, so 11 points more, but really it's like no bigger than a teaspoon. So that's what my size was. And my experience was pretty much first 2 weeks prior to your surgery, you have to cut out all alcohol, pretty much any like junk food. You want to cleanse your body, prep to have a really good recovery. I did a 30-day challenge, so I worked out pretty much every day, not like hardcore workout with the gym. I ran like 1 mile every day. There's a couple days that I missed, obviously, but those days of that I didn't run, I did like just like daily workouts, squats and push-ups and just basic stuff that I did. So you could do anything you want. I just wanted to get like really in shape before my surgery because I knew that I wouldn't be able to move as much and work out for 3 months. That's what they told me. So I wanted to prepare my body, and they tell you to eat really healthy because if you eat junk food, obviously your body's not that healthy. It's not going to recover well. So make sure you eat like lots of greens, salad, everything that you normally would eat that would be healthy. Just for those 2 weeks and then 2 weeks after. So 1 month full. You can do it. I believe in you. So, second, I did 2 fittings. Like my first appointment, I tried on the boobs, and then I took some pictures and I was showing some friends, and then I got scared and I was like, oh, I think it's like too small. And everybody was like, oh, you should go bigger. And I've had back surgery, so for me, I didn't want to go like too extreme. I still wanted to have a natural looking breasts. Like I didn't want to have them too perky up here. I wanted them to fall nicely and natural. So that was the look I'm going for. You could be going for something totally different. Make sure that you talk to your surgeon about it. And prior to your surgery, you just tell them if you want them to fill it up to however big that the implants can go. Obviously, this is going to be for saline only. And silicone, that would be pre-filled. So it's just a matter of choice, really. Also, another thing which with anything, you'd probably want to get them checked, but if my salines are leaking, my boob is going to deflate. So that will make me go to the doctors. I have so many girlfriends that go get mammograms on a daily thing because they think like their gel implant ripped, and it's gel. It will stay intact. Like you will not know that it ripped. And like, it was like a thing, like, doctors were saying, oh, it's totally healthy. You know what, in your milk gallon of your, like in your fridge, if you drink milk, like around the plastic, it's pretty much covered in silicone. It's totally fine for your body. Your body's not going to attack it. That's what I've heard. I personally think like my body would attack it. I think everybody's different. I've watched lots of like YouTube videos of other girls having to take out their implants due to reactions and stuff like that. Saline's pretty much just water and salt. Like if it leaks, your body's gonna absorb it. It's nothing. Like if you want to have kids later on, saline is much a safer way than like, like if you're like trying to like breastfeed with silicone. I don't know. I personally felt more comfortable with saline. You might be more comfortable with silicone. That's totally your decision. They'll both look the same. They feel, I feel like gel, the silicone was much more like gushier. But these ones, since they were triple wrapped, they were like kind of like the same thing as silicone to me, like the same feeling. He covered both implants and he was like, which one is silicone and which one's saline? I couldn't tell. I was like, I don't know. They both feel the same. They both feel nice. First 2 weeks you prep, you don't drink any alcohol, no caffeine. You take your vitamins every day. So for the first 2 weeks, and then you want to continue taking them while you heal. So once I got out of my surgery, and I'm kind of going back and forth. This is what I do. I get carried away and like, so once you're done your surgery, I don't really remember much. Like they put me to sleep. I remember them making me pee to make sure I wasn't pregnant. I was like, the only way I'm pregnant is like if I'm Virgin Mary and baby Jesus, like, put his dick butt inside me, like, yeah, there's no way. Okay, I'm not having sex with anybody. So, and that, my pregnancy test was like negative. Obviously, I knew that was going to be the case. And if you are pregnant, then normally your doctors will just like keep $1,000 off and they'll take it, and just make sure you read your contract. But then they brought me to the bed and they tell you not to drink any water. This is what I didn't get. For like after midnight, you're not supposed to drink any food or water until you get to your appointment. But when I get there, they're like, here, drink some water and take these pills. So you're like, okay. But I guess they want to like monitor everything. So, which makes sense. There was one complaint that I didn't appreciate. When they put me to sleep, I don't know, they like messed up my lip like inside here. It was so swollen. And I don't know if it's like just like the dude, like maybe like because they're, they put something in your mouth, they put you to sleep. So I don't know if you just like yanked it out and it like ripped out a chunk of my lip. But I was like more in pain in my lip than my boobs. And also, okay, my mother flew down. I flew my mom down from Canada to take care of me for a month and a half. You're not supposed to lift anything over 10 pounds. And I just wanted my mommy to take care of me, basically. So if you're planning to get this, you have to have somebody willing to help you like 24/7 for at least the first 2 weeks. This is super important. Like, this is your time. You want them to look good. My gap, literally, like I can unbuckle this and I will show you, like my gap is really nice. Like really nice. You can see. The only thing that happened, and I have a like scar here, like not scar, but like bruise, but it's fading away. After my operation, my mom was talking to me and she's like cracking a joke and she's like, elbows me right here. And I'm like, son of a bitch. And I'm like, really? Like, what? And then her face was like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. You okay? And I'm like, yeah, I think I'll survive. But I just got them. I'm trying not to pop one already. So, yeah. So be careful, with the person that's gonna help you. Maybe you should like wear some pillows all around you, some duct tape and bubble wrap. No, it's just okay. I'm just kidding. Just my mom and me are very clumsy people. Like her memory just like went but she got nah. So, the first week, you're not allowed to shower. No showers for the first week. So, you get like super stinky. My mother gave me sponge baths, and it was like so awkward. So awkward. At a point she like gets the rag and she's like trying to like wipe my like private area, and I was like, no, I got that. I got that. Thank you very much. And oh man. And then she was like thinking, and that made her think. She's like, oh, this makes me think, like I'm so grateful that you're healthy and you're like, you don't have like a disability. Like imagine people that have to do this every day. That's like so hard. And it got her thinking, and she just starts crying, and she's like, I'm just so happy, because she's like, I drank when I was pregnant with you. And I was like, okay, I'm fine. I'm totally fine. Like, okay, let me go put my clothes back on. Pretty much. So that was that. And then I had my first appointment, which I was 30 minutes late, and I hate being late for things. I was so pumped. And I had a couple friends that bought me some bras, some like sporting bras. So I had like 4 different types of bras. This is the bra they actually sent me home with. So you could pretty much throw this away when you're done or keep it. I actually like it. It's like, it's comfy. It's pretty comfy. So I decided to keep it and not throw it away. But then the second, like once your 1 week is done, you can officially shower. They will remove your stitches and they'll remove the tape, your like Band-Aid and stuff. And then it still has to heal for an extra week, but they put this tape on underneath your boobs so you can officially shower. I was like so excited. You don't understand. When I got home, I was in that hot shower, like didn't waste time at all. I was in there like, and then they tell you like, oh, be careful not to have like the water, unless you're having like jets. Like I've showered in showers that were like so hard. My boobs were like so sensitive, like really sensitive, but like not too sensitive. So I felt really good. And then on the second appointment, they take off the tape. So, and then they put like, she rubbed the scar with rubbing alcohol. The only thing, there was like a little point that was kind of like, you can see here, it's still healing. That was the only thing that's like hurt me, but that's how big the scars are. So I plan to pretty much put vitamin E. I've been taking 2 of those a day. I know they recommend only like 400 units per day, like that you need a vitamin E. I take 2. I take 1 in the morning and 1 at night orally, and then I break one of those up at nighttime and I put it underneath my scar and go to bed. And then during the morning time, I like bought Mederma, which originally I was gonna buy the doctor's one, but it was like $50, and I felt like it was kind of like a ripoff. It's just scarring cream. So you can pick pretty much whatever scarring cream you like. I used that for my, like, when I had my back surgery, and it worked really well, and I really liked it. So I just decided, and I still had a tube left, so I decided to use it. So I mean, I still, after all these years, I still put like the cream on it. Like, it's like an ongoing thing that you plan to do, not just after like the 1 month. You want to at least put this cream on for like the first year or 2. And you don't want to be in the sun for the first year either. I know they say like 4 weeks or up to 6 months, and then you're fine with if you put like sunscreen. No, like I'd like don't even bother. Like the first year, don't go in the sun. And if you're going in the sun, make sure you put like sunscreen and your bikini over the scar. Don't like tan anything, because that's when your scar is not going to go away. My mom has like no scar, and that's what she was like, oh yeah, I put like vitamin E. That's all she did back in her day. And then she would sometimes put like, you know, the plant aloe, she would cut that up and put that underneath, and then she would like read a book or watch TV, and that would like soak it all up. So it was like really nice for her skin. It worked really well. So that I plan to do the kind of the same thing. I'm not so sure I'm going to use a plant, but I'm going to use the vitamin E pills and the Mederma cream. So also, which was another thing that I have to point out that was really hard. I don't know if you're a side sleeper or on your back, but I'm a side sleeper. In the first 2 weeks, I would say, like the first week you have to sleep on your back. You have to. And I was dying. Like you're fine because you're just like knocked out with like the painkillers and stuff like that. But I just didn't sleep good because you can't move. Like I'm a horrible sleeper. Like people that sleep with me like tell me like I'm like kicking them off the bed. So I'm just like a horrible sleeper. Like I knew this one guy one time, he put like a pillow between us. Like that's how bad of a sleeper I am. So I don't know how bad of a sleeper you are, but I know I am. So that was really tough for me. And then after the first week, they tell you, they really recommend that you sleep on your back for an extra week. But if you can't do it, then you can sleep on your slide if you're like comfortable. But think about it. You're like moving the boobs and you're putting pressure. Like it's not good, because then that one will move, and you just really want to be sleeping on your back for 2 weeks. That's it. Okay. Yeah, I actually went shopping 2 days ago. So on the day of my second week, I went shopping for new clothes because nothing fit me. And I was also doing a shoot the next day. So, yeah. You could go shopping. I felt comfortable. Listen to your body. I would just listen to your body. I felt really good. She took off my scar and she was like, you're healing like really good, like normal than pretty much a lot of the girls that she's seen. My scar is healing really well. There's just that little mark like that I showed you guys. But overall, I'm like really, really happy. I was I would say B, C. I can show you, this was my, look, this is a 32 Victoria's Secret bra, C. Like, I'm not even kidding you. This bra is like old, so don't judge. It's just the first one that I saw. Right here. So 32C. And they measured me like, so I'm guessing I'm gonna be like a double D, but when they measured me, they told me I was a C34. But again, every bra fits differently, so just, I like Victoria's Secret. That's where I shop. I like their lingerie. Like, I've had this for so many years. And I just wash them and then I hang them and they're like perfect. So anyways, they tell you not to wear any push-ups. So like no push-up. This has like a push-up because I had small boobies, so I needed that before. Now, no. And that's so funny. I was like, oh yes, now I don't need a bra after like the first month. I'm just gonna like go out with no bra ever again. And I can put like little nipple covers, but who cares? And then the nurse was like, oh no, you still want to wear a bra to support them and keep them intact and for them to not like sag and the gravity will pull them down. I'm like, I don't think so, but okay. Like, I plan to sleep in the sport bra, you know, for probably a while. And she said, oh, as long as you have breast implants. But I have friends that have had boobs, a boob job, and they don't sleep with their bra. They're fine. But I probably will. I'm telling you that probably, yeah. Like, obviously, there's going to be nights I'm going to forget. So, pretty much, what else? I'm, like, looking at my list here. Yeah, you may go shopping for a shopping bra. So, this is, my doctor was Fiella, and this is the page that he gave me. So, pretty much tells you everything you need to know. So it just says, post-op breast augmentation instructions, 6 to 10 days. Post-op may resume aspirin or any other medication. Continue to wear sport bra or molded cup bra 24/7, allowing for breaks, which means, you know, when you take your shower and change. May sleep on the side if comfortable. Vitamin E tablets, 400 units per day orally. Then the second week post-op begins silicone anti-scar product. When all scabs have healed, apply twice a day with scar massage. Oh, that's another thing. The scar okay. So they told me to pretty much take your boobs, and you see how like I'm like pushing like really hard. That's what they want you to like break down like any scar tissue. And the first day, like my boobs hurt so much after doing that, but you want them to like feel good and like heal properly, so you have to like massage them. And then on your scar, like here, you're supposed to like pinch, because if not, it's gonna feel like kind of like a cord. But I don't really feel anything on that. Yeah, here I can actually feel this one a little bit here. So you kind of like I don't know, hear it. It's kind of like gross, but that will break it down and like make it really soft and break down all the scar tissue and stuff. So that way you have like really soft breast. What else? So 2-week post-up. So we had the massage, and then begin implant massage 5 minutes twice a day at minimum. So you can massage them more if you want to. At 4 weeks post-up, I haven't done this yet, but I'm feeling like I'm pretty much like healed up. 4 weeks, may go bra shopping, which I plan to do. I'm so excited. Underwire and push-ups are okay. I would wait a little bit. Like, you just got a boob job. You don't need a push-up. But obviously that's a preference choice. And then get properly measured at a department store such as Macy's, Dillard's, or Soma. Go shop wherever you want. Like, you don't need to listen to this piece of paper. I'm going to Victoria's Secret. Okay. May resume light. No, they told me, okay, light aerobic activity with supportive bra when comfortable. Start slowly. So after 1 month, they say you can start like going for like walks and nothing like no, and this is so funny, they're like no roller coasters for like 6 to 8 weeks, and then after. And then so finish all singular refills, which is what my doctor recommended, was the product called Singular. For the first 3 months, again, they said like 3 months. I would recommend doing it for like a year or two. Continue daily implant massage as long as you have implants. Don't work out pectoral muscles at least 5 to 6 months, which means like pec deck, push-ups, Roman chair, or dumbbell fly. I don't even know what the hell these things are. But pretty much like don't work out and like go to the gym with machines and like start pumping out stuff. You want your pockets to heal properly, so don't be like a gym, you know? Okay. All right, we got that covered. Pretty much you understood that. If not, what happens is, I've seen this happen to one of my friends who's like really into fitness and stuff like that. She didn't listen, and her boobs started to purr, like, because you're like working out and you're pushing your muscles to push your implants on the side, which will give you a bigger gap. So that's why you don't want to work out your, you know, your pecs. Avoid hot tubs for 3 months, swimming in lakes for 3 months, swimming in ocean or clean swimming pool at 4 to 6 weeks you can. And then no roller coasters or theme park rides for at least 6 weeks. So that is pretty much it. I hope I covered everything, and yeah, I'm really excited for you. If you are planning to get a boob job, or you have anything in here that I miss, please write it in the comments and subscribe to my channel. I enjoyed this video. I'm really excited, and yeah, I can't believe I got a boob job, but I'm so happy about it. Like, I know you might be like freaking out and like thinking, oh no, just do it if you like. I had like friends that pushed me into the right direction, but I knew I needed one. Like, I knew I needed one. So I'm really happy how they turned out, and I hope you will be too with your new boobs if you decide to have a breast augmentation. Also, like lifts, they cut around your nipple and do a T shape. I mean like a L. And then if you do like breast reduction, then it'll cut around and do a T shape. So just keep that in mind. If you want to have a breast augmentation, really get many consultations for surgeon. Don't listen to your first doctor. I know my mom, when she got her boob job done, she went to one consultation only, and he gave her C's, and she was not happy. And to this day, she complains, and she's like, my boobs are not big enough. And I was like too much of a small frame, but now she's like much older, and like her boobs are like really big, you know, because she gained weight and stuff like that. So they're like, you know, they're like the perfect size. I'm like, look, you have the perfect size. You want them bigger than that? She's like, no. I'm like, okay, so he did a good job. So obviously they're going to like guide you to the right direction. This was perfect size for me when my mom was out there, and like the doctor like took off my bra and stuff like that. She was like, oh man, they're too big. She's like, you're going to get up and fall on your face. I'm like, okay, extreme. They're not that big. So yeah, just try to get them to fit your body size and how you want. You might want them really big. You want them to be natural. Trust yourself, and best of luck. Bye. And don't forget to subscribe on my channel or comment anything. Ciao.